How to judge the distance of the car front when turning while driving. How do we judge the distance of our car front? If you still don't know how to judge, look, like and save first. You see, when we need to turn, and there's a car parked horizontally in front, we just need to look at this pillar angle. Okay, drive forward. When this pillar angle aligns with the front car's chassis, we stop. Look, isn't it now? We can just see the front car's chassis at this pillar angle. This way, it's fine. At this point, whether we turn left or right, turn the steering wheel all the way, we can drive out directly without scratching the car in front. See that? Didn't it just drive away directly? Very nice. Also, when we need to park by the roadside, we first turn the steering wheel a little to the right. At this time, we need to focus on the highest point of the wiper. When the highest point of the wiper aligns with the curb. Okay, stop. Look, isn't it aligned now? Okay, at this point, we straighten the steering wheel, then turn a little to the left. Let the highest point of the wiper keep driving along the curb. See that? Isn't it always driving along the curb? This way, it's fine. When our car body is straightened, we can stop. If there's a car in front, we stop at the middle of the front car's rear bumper. Look, can you just see the middle of the front car's rear bumper now? This way, it's fine. Okay, now get out and you can see how we parked. See that? Isn't it just about 30 centimeters away? Parking at this distance is very safe. Okay, now we need to drive out. Because when we just parked, we only stopped when the hood could just see the middle of the front car's rear bumper. Stopping at this position allows us to drive out without having to reverse back and forth. We can drive out directly with one turn of the steering wheel. No need to reverse back and forth. Look, didn't it just drive away directly? Very safe. Also, when we're exiting a parallel parking spot, if there's a car directly in front of us, we reverse a little. Reverse until we can just see the front car's license plate. Okay, this way, it's fine. Just seeing a little bit is enough. At this point, we can turn out directly, without scratching the car in front. Look, isn't it? Turn the steering wheel all the way and turn out directly. Look, it won't scratch the car in front, right? Very safe. Also, when we encounter a turn ahead, we can also look at this pillar angle. Okay, drive forward. When this pillar angle just aligns with the ground line in front, at this point, we can stop. Because there's still about 2 meters of space between our car front and the front. At this point, whether we turn left or right, we can turn directly in one go. See that? Didn't it just turn directly? Very safe. No scratches. Also, when we need to park, if there's a curb or a wall in front, we just need to look at the lower edge of the rearview mirror. As long as the lower edge of the rearview mirror can just see the ground line in front, we can stop. Okay, look, can you just see the ground line in front now? At this point, we can stop. Because the car front is still about 30 centimeters away from the front. Okay, now I'll get out and you can see if there's still about 30 centimeters. Is there still about 30 centimeters? See that? Isn't there still about 30 centimeters of distance?